The learning Zili Nishmas Temurah Perek Dale Mishnah Gimel. So in yesterday's Mishnah we spoke out a Rashi Shita that says that if the chatas was found, the chatas that was separated was found before the other chatas was brought, so then that's when you need a tartil reisa in order to say that it's yamas. The tartil reisa was that which it said in Mishnah Aleph, which was Ibra Shnasai, or it was Nimsas Balas Mum. However, if the carbon was already brought and then you found it afterwards, so then you don't need a Tarti L'Reisa. So that is really the Chachamim Shita at the end of this Mishnah. However, Rebbe Shita is that even if it was found before the Bailim were Nischaper, and it was just Avuda B'Shas Hafrasha, even then it's Mesa. So the whole Mishnah Gimel is going in Shitas Rebbe until we get to the Chachamim. That's what Rashi speaks out. Hamafresh Mois L'Chata Asai. So Mishnah Gimel is going to have a bunch of very similar scenarios, and the difference is what you were mafresh and what you were mafresh again after you lost it. So the first case is you were mafresh mois originally, and the second thing you were mafresh after it was lost was also mois. So mois. And you didn't yet buy your chatas, so then yavi me'elu ve'elu chatas v'ashar yipul nedava. With all the money you have now, it's all mois chatas because it was never a nischaper ba'achar. It's not a chatas and nischaper ba'ileh, and therefore you could bring from both of them a chatas, and the extra money will be yipul nedava, like the din of a chatas mois chatas that it goes l'nedava. Second case is mafresh mois l'chatasai, starts off the same way, but over here the hifresh, the second carbon that you were mafresh, was actually a carbon itself, was the chatas tachtein. So you speak a lakrivat shenibsa mois, and you didn't bring the carbon. Now you have both the money in front of you and the chatas. Chatas balmum, the chatas is a balmum, so you can't bring it itself. If you could bring it itself, then you bring it itself, and the money is yelchul yamamel. But over here, the chatas is a balmum. So again, timacher v'yavi me'elu chatas, because it's not a chatas in chaper by lev, ashar yipu l'nedava. Over here, again, like we spoke out, the diak would be that if you actually were makriv the carbon chatas, then it's mesa. But if you weren't makriv yet, according to Rebbe, it's still azul misa, even if it was brought after you found the original one. The third case is hamafresh chata asay va'avdei v'hifresh mois tachtes. Over here, it starts off with chatas, and the second thing that you were mafresh was money. But same halacha lehispek ben chatas hashenimtzes chatas arei balas mum. The one that was lost and found now was a chatas balas mum, so you can't bring it itself. So it's timacher v'yavim me'elu chatas v'ashar b'yipul nedava. So all three cases have the same halacha, and the fourth case also amafresh chata asay v'avdei v'hifresh acheres tachtea. So it's both chatas, the original hafrasha and the second hafrasha was chatas. Lehispek akiva shenimtzes harishayin v'rishtein bal mum. Since they're both balei mum, izimachu, you can sell both of them. Yavim me'elu chatas, because it's not yet a chatas and it's chaper b'lev v'ashar yipul nedava, and the money will fall to nedava. Now is the machlokes Rebbe and the Chachamim. Mafresh chata asay va'avdei v'hifresh acheres tachteh. This is the typical case of chatas shekipru ba'aleha. Le'yispika la'akrivat shenimtzes harishayna. You were not yet makrivet v'rishteim tmimis, and they're both tmimis. Achas men yikar chatas v'shniya Thomas divir Meir. Meir holds that avuda b'shas hafrasha is also Thomas. However, the Chachamim oimrim ein chatas meisa ela shenimtzes me'achar shekipru ba'aleha. The only time it's Thomas if you actually were makriv the carbon already, and now you found the other one. Then it was hutcha, and then that's when it's yelchul misa. And same thing with money. Ein amois halachas yamamelech el shenimtzes me'achar shekipru habayla. Mishnah Dalet hamafresh chata asay v'arei balas mum. Let's say someone was mafresh a chatas. Turns out it's a balas mum. So moichra, you could sell it to someone else. And now the question is, when the animal is still around, it's just in someone else's possession. The yavi b'dameh hacheres, and the money that you have, you bring another chatas, and we don't care that the other chatas is around because it was sold to someone else. So it's ki'ilu, it's not in the veld. However, Kozman, that first one, even though it's in someone else's hand, but it wasn't shechta yet, it's still alive, and now I go ahead and I'm makriv my real carbon chatas. Thomas, it's Thomas by the first one, even though it was already sold. Shekfar kipru abaylim, that's also considered a chatas. Shekipru abaylim, that it's yalchul lemisa ma'alacha Moshe misinai.